So my nightmare was it was probably back in, well, old times. We were on ships that still had masts. There was a war going on, and instead of being captured and basically tortured, me and my family, at the time I think I was like 5 or 6, were captured but kept on the ship to entertain the other soldiers. So like my uncle was a pianist, like he would play the piano, and my job was basically to swing from the refs as a trapeze type person. Everybody else would sing and do different things pretty much on demand, but we were not hurt at all. And I never remembered, like in the dream, there was not, we weren't being hurt at all. It terrified me as a little kid, not wanting to be captured by the enemy, but we were okay. And I had that dream probably 3 or 4 times, like while I was around that same age. It was a repetitive dream.
So was it like being on a pirate ship?
Kind of, but it was more like a colonial type uniform, not really piratey.
Okay. And were you hiding on the ship, or you were afraid that another ship was going to attack you?
No.
Okay, so what you were afraid of being captured?
Yeah, it was like we were prisoners of war, but we weren't really being treated as prisoners.
Okay. But you were afraid that that was what was going to happen.
No, I mean, we had been taken from our homeland. Like we were being kept on the ship, and that was scary.
Okay. But you weren't really like down in a cell somewhere in the bowels of the ship.
No, we were kept all upstairs as entertainment.
Oh, okay.
Almost like we were putting on a daily concert for everybody. Like it was weird.
Right. Okay. Well, it represents definitely the Von Trapp family comes to mind. Huh. That's interesting. I was thinking it definitely represents a change of location, perhaps a change of country. It could be a generational thing. It could be a family thing. The Von Trapp family would be a good example. In the midst of war, they fled Switzerland, moved to New York, and then ultimately up to Vermont. But it's really, it's interesting that as a child, you would sense that there was something coming related to relocation. And you were uneasy about it, though you weren't necessarily scared or terrified. So I feel like what God is saying, it also, excuse me, it also represents a change of destiny. Like it talks about, in movies, destiny being written in our stars, or we can change our stars. And it usually means somebody getting on a boat and going to another faraway land. Well, that was happening there. And it wasn't the land that necessarily that you chose. But I also think of the story of St. Patrick, right? St. Patrick was kidnapped. Right. St. Patrick was kidnapped early on and taken over to Ireland, and God gave him a dream of how to escape. He went to the shore, got on a boat, and escaped back to Great Britain, and then felt like he needed to go back, had a vision that he should go back as a minister, went to school, got ordained, became a minister, and then went back to Ireland. So he was literally rescued from Ireland because of a dream and went back to Ireland because